Do you use plastic bags instead of cloth? Do you drive instead of walking or biking? Do you eat imported foods instead of local produce? Well, we all need to change because we're all being jerks. Are you a jerk?
You're a jerk.
I know.
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 As you can see, these smokestacks are producing harmful chemicals that are affecting the environment and the ecosystems in the surrounding area greatly. The chemicals being emitted are the cause of the large hole in the fragile ozone layer, which contributes immensely to climate change.
When the world was made, there was many trees and lots of grass. It was lush and full of life. 2,000 years later, we are cutting down trees and cutting our grass. By doing this, we are killing the species and the ecosystems that are living around it. It isn't just bad for the ecosystems, but it is equally as bad for us. The trees give us oxygen, and we are cutting them all down. Most of us get a ride to school, friend's house, or wherever we need to be. This isn't helping the environment at all. Instead of getting driven everywhere, why not bike, walk, or even use public transit? They are all ecological friendly, and they are much less harsh on the environment than driving. Driving uses a lot of gas, and those chemicals are later released into the atmosphere, which is a contributing factor to global warming.
Biocapacity refers to the capacity of a given ecological footprint. Ecological footprint is the sum of an individual's or other entities' impact on the environment based on consumption and pollution. Canada has an exceptionally high ecological footprint considering that there is such a low population. This shows that we are overusing our resources and polluting the environment at an exponential rate. For example, we have an ecological footprint that is 1.1 points smaller than the United States. This shows that we are a very high polluting country that is wasteful and is using up resources very rapidly.
A biologically productive area generates on an ongoing supply of renewable resources and to absorb its spillover wastes. We are an overshoot because we are overusing the amount of resources that the world can provide. This is causing our biocapacity to lower. Because we are not changing our ways and letting global warming continue, it is very bad for the environment. It doesn't just affect Canada, US, or even Kazakhstan, but it also affects the species in the north. Polar bears are one of the animals that are being most affected by this climate change. All the ice is melting, and the polar bears have nowhere to go or live. This is killing a lot of polar bears and leaving the rest stranded. With all the ice melting, it all flows to the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. This is beginning to flood cities and become a real disaster.
An ecological reserve is when a country has a surplus.
Shut up!
An ecological reserve is when a country has. Shut up! Ecological reserve is when a country has a surplus of natural goods. Anything that nature provides is included in an ecological reserve. Sustainability is the capacity to endure. In ecology, the word describes how biological systems remain.
Second try without she yelling.
Sustainability is the capacity to endure. In ecology, the word describes how biological systems remain diverse and productive over time. For humans, it is potential for long-term maintenance of well-being.
Ecological overshoot occurs when a population's demand on an ecosystem exceeds the capacity of that ecosystem to regenerate the resources it consumes and to absorb its wastes. Some components you should watch out for and can change the environment are food, what you eat, goods, how many goods you buy, shelter, the kind and size of house you live in, mobility, how and how far you travel.